We are currently in a time where it's very rare to see a deal or really good value in a brand new vehicle. Take these two for example. This Tesla Model Y starts at $45,000, but this Hyundai Santa Fe, the 2025 Calligraphy, fully loaded, starts at $46,000. This specific one seats 6 because it has captain's chairs. This only seats 5. And I'm going to show you why this is an incredible value and what you miss out on by going with a Hyundai over a Tesla or something more luxurious. What's great about the 2025 Santa Fe is the SE version starts at $34,200 and comes with 7 seats. It also gets over 500 miles of range, having a 17.7 gallon fuel tank and some hybrid technology. It's an inline 4-cylinder turbo with 277 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque, and you can get it in all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive. Just like the Tesla, it has a proximity key that locks and unlocks when you get near the vehicle, and just like the Tesla, you have an app with a remote start feature, which is incredibly useful if you live in a really warm or cold location. The Santa Fe also has something I've never seen before in a vehicle, and that is a UVC sanitizer in the upper glove box. UVC light causes mutations to DNA, which prevents correct copying of the DNA, and this stops reproduction of germs exposed to the light. This comes with a 5-year, 60,000-mile new vehicle warranty and a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And the weight on this is also similar to the Tesla at 4,400 pounds. The Tesla weighs the same amount. So if you look at these two side by side, they're obviously not in the same class. You would have to look at a Rivian R1S to be a direct comparison to the Santa Fe. The Rivian R1S starts at $75,000. Now you get a ton more performance. You get a car with better software capability and over-the-air updates. This also has over-the-air updates, but they're just not going to be as comprehensive as they would be in either a Tesla, Rivian, or a Lucid, because those companies have software-based vehicles. The other thing is you won't have as efficient use of space because there's obviously an engine up front. We have a frunk in the Tesla, but the overall look of this vehicle is excellent. It actually looks like a luxury vehicle. And how are they able to keep the cost down? Well, I'll show you a couple areas where they are cutting costs. The first area is absolutely the engine and the powertrain. If you were to buy a Mercedes-Benz GLS or you were to buy a BMW X7, you would have a smoother transmission. You would have more power up here to make the car drive smoother. With that said, 277 horsepower isn't bad. The Calligraphy has 20-inch specific wheels that look really nice. This matte paint looks incredible. You also have this C-pillar assist handle right here. You're able to look around for shotties because you have 7 seats. You're able to fill this car up with females. There's 4 doors for more. You know the rest. But we're going to look into the back here. So here's where they're able to cut costs a little bit. If you look at this door handle, we talked about the engine, that's cost cutting. We look at this area back here. You just have some plastics. This is all just a mold. It's very basic. There's nothing too nice back here. This is a touch area, and this is just like some cheap fake leather, but you do have heated seats in the rear, and then you also have these shades, privacy shades in the back. So if you have kids, these are really useful in the summer. So these are the areas where they're able to cut costs, but it has an Alcantara roof liner. It doesn't have a panoramic roof, but you have 2 moon roofs in the back here. This one has captain's chairs. You can also get it as a 7-seater, and then you got your arm that comes down here. And this is just, I just love captain's chairs. I don't know why. He is the captain now. But heated seats in the back here, really nice, a ton of space, Alcantara roof liner, and then the backs of the seats, again, cost saving. Just hard plastic here, nothing really nice, but again, you probably, if you're buying one of these, you probably have a family. You don't want to be worried about, are they cutting the leather up on the back of your Maybach? You know what I mean? And then I will say this, the carpets in here are like ultra plush looking. So there's areas where they cut costs, but then there's also areas where it looks a step above the price point that this car is actually in. So I absolutely love this thing. But in terms of technology, where are you going to lose? You're going to lose because over time, the infotainment in this is not going to add features or updates to the car. They're going to be very minor. The good thing is it has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so any updates there you'll get in the car. And a lot of people love Apple CarPlay. They don't want Tesla's system. They don't want Rivian's system. They want Apple CarPlay. So over time, this will stay the same. and another EV will be getting updates that will add features to the vehicle, making your ownership experience better because you don't have to buy the new one to get the new features. They're just done through over-the-air updates. Now, this does have that capability. I just hope that they give those updates to owners of the 2025 models when it's 2027. So those are some of the areas where this may lack. The other areas going to lack is performance. It's not going to perform anywhere near what the Model Y is. Let's see what this does in a 0 to 60 run. Now, one of the benefits of owning a Tesla Model Y is they're so popular. There's a ton of accessories for them. And one that was just sent to me from Cover Auto is really cool. I've never seen anything like this, which is why I let them send it to me. It's a backseat mattress. So it has a built-in compressor to blow it up. This rear seat mattress has an inflate and deflate mode, and it's fully pumped up or fully deflated in less than 1 minute. It has a built-in pillow, and so you can use more of the back seat space. You can see that it has a foundation so it can actually hold your weight and give you more usage out of the back seat. You can see I can put all my weight over here and have support. You could put like a bed sheet over this. It's just a really good use of space. And then the big benefit is you're still able to use your trunk. A lot of mattresses take up the entire back, which is fine. And that's, maybe more comfortable. And they do have a mattress like that as well. But I just wanted to show this back seat mattress because you could still use the trunk. You could have a mattress on the go, and you could stop at KOA sites and have your car plugged in and charged, ready in the morning to continue on your road trips. I thought this was a really well-made piece. I will have a discount code linked in the description for Cover Auto, and thanks to them for making a cool product and sponsoring this video. All right, 0 to 60 run. Car is in sport mode. Come on, baby. It actually doesn't feel bad. Okay, let's see what that ended up being. Now, I would be remiss not to get my wife's opinion because the female viewer is becoming more and more prevalent here on the Gjeebs organization. So now, my wife's opinion.
I think it's just remiss, not remissed.
Okay, so you're already arguing with me. So we're here to talk about the vehicle, not my enunciation of various words. Enunciation?
No, it's not good.
All right, whatever. So what do you think about this thing?
I am impressed. I'm impressed.
And initially, so you pointed out this.
Yeah, I like that it tells you if it's charging. So you don't have to like tap your phone and then look at that tiny little, I don't have good eyes. And so the tiny little lightning bolt, I can't see that from here.
Yeah.
So I like that it's telling me.
Okay. You also mentioned the sunshade.
Yes. This is a great mom car for the sunshade. The little cubby here for your purse. Oh, yeah. I love a cubby. I like the captain's chairs, and that is irrelevant for the age my kids are at now, but when they're older, and you gotta soccer mom it up, so then carpool, they just run through the back there. I think that'd be nice. Yeah, 3 rows is a nice car. I'm impressed.
And then for the money.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were telling me something about the heated seat for the money. Which we should test out. Let me test out the cooled seat because
yeah, I'm about to test it too. Cooled
that
seat.
function doesn't always impress me. Does it have Apple CarPlay?
Oh yeah, wireless Apple CarPlay.
And that's all I want in a car.
See, this is women love it. God, they love their CarPlay. I don't get it. Well, I do get it.
That's all I've ever wanted in a car. I've never had a car.
That's true. We've never owned a vehicle that's had Apple CarPlay somehow.
I think, did your BMW have it?
It did, but I didn't want to pay the $300 to activate it.
Oh, and I couldn't even drive it, so it didn't matter. Ooh, my butt's getting cold.
Ooh, let that hoochie breathe. What's her name said that? That rapper. I can't remember her name, but she said that. So
I don't remember that song.
You haven't heard that song. No, she said, bend over, let that hoochie breathe. That's what she said.
I don't think that was in...
Not on your playlist?
I don't think that was in relation to cooled seating.
Oh, that's true. Okay. How's it feel to drive?
It feels good. I love the heads-up display. That's nice. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, because otherwise I don't know what I'm looking at.
Right.
That's the only spot that has my speed, isn't it?
No, you have an old school.
Oh, I don't know how to read those anymore.
No one knows how to read that.
Well, I used to, but now it's like clocks. No one knows how to read the 5, 10,
Yeah.
But I mean, it feels smooth. I do feel kind of low. I did put my seat all the way down though. So that could be
Yeah,
why.
I mean, the car doesn't sit up that high. That's a good point.
But that's, you know, not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
I kind of like being up high,
Yeah.
but not everyone does.
Right, the Rivian, you like being in the Rivian.
I do. I'm interested to see how I park this, because it is long,
Yeah.
but it doesn't feel like a big car.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm driving something the size of the Y.
And let me show you a little trick here.
Oh, show me,
trick.
Daddy.
Watch this. Father's going to show you a trick. So normally this goes like this, right?
Right.
Right. Watch this. Oh! They call that the reach around.
Is that a different portal? Different area?
Same area.
No, it's
Same area.
It is. What's the purpose of that?
Someone from the back needs something.
That's my area.
That's your area, but now it can be infiltrated.
Interesting feature.
Yeah.
I wonder what use that would come in handy for.
I also want to show you another secret feature. See this right here?
I see it. That's nice.
UVC sanitizer.
Ooh.
Yeah, baby.
Little gimmicky, but I'm here for it.
Hey, those short wavelengths, we can't...
Can we sanitize me up?
Yeah, let's
Okay, thank you.
Up.
Thank you.
Neat, man. Cooking.
Does it just automatically do it?
I actually don't know. It may not be working right now, but that's what you do.
All
That's
right.
what it does.
All right.
Which is cool.
Yeah, I do like that it just has a button for the glove compartment. I don't like to have to find my glove compartment release
Right,
within the... That's silly.
Totally
silly.
agree. Yeah.
Silly, Elon.
Yeah. Get fired up about it.
I am.
Oh, here we go. UVC.
Ooh.
They call me Daddy Long. All right, so we got that. Yeah, suspension feels good. Alcantara roof liner, Bose sound system has this. Sunroof opens up, which you don't care about. Shout out Olive Garden. Red Robin is terrible, by the way. Can we agree on that?
I like their fries.
Okay, I'm with you on that.
And then
but
they
it's a
bring
burger
their onion
joint.
rings out in a tree.
Yeah, that's nice too.
You know? But yeah, the burgers are...
Burgers are kind of beat.
Yeah. I do like their little tavern burgers. They're like little minis. I mean, they're not... It's like a normal sized burger as opposed to... I do really like how this drives. It's really smooth. Granted, I'm comparing it to the Model Y, which is... The 2020 was a bit rough. It's a rough year for the suspensions in the Model Y. There's Jasmine's Palace.
Jasmine's Palace. Our daughter said Cheesecake Factory was Jasmine's Palace. So shout out to Cheesecake. All right, so what do you think? Like, so the exterior of the car is kind of what?
It actually would look better if it was higher up. Could you do that?
There is a version of it that's more of an off-road.
I think that would actually look better. It's like on the verge of looking really good. You know?
Yeah.
Like in some angles, like from here, looks really nice. But then other angles, it's like, they almost had it, you know?
Yeah.
And I can't decide if I like the color. Well, I know that.
I don't know if you know that.
Most cars come in multiple colors. Why did they do that? There should be like a storage.
I know.
What is that?
Air seal if you get a flatty.
Oh, like you can patch it?
Yeah.
Huh.
It'll like shoot gunk into it.
Well, they really expect a lot of us.
Yeah.
I would not do that.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
We know.
Okay. Yeah, no, I like it. I think it looks good. I'd like to see it in other colors.
Yeah.
But like
I like the
Hyundai.
design.
Yeah. No, I mean it's in, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of people are doing that, and so I think it's a really trendy looking car, and it's nice, and I'd feel good driving it. But it's just a little bit off. I honestly think if it was higher up, I'd like it better. But it's a cool looking car, especially for Hyundai. Good job, Hyundai.
So my wife earlier was talking about not being able to read the speedometer over here. So I was able to digitally set it, and you just go over here from classic. Classic shows it like that, unreadable, and then simple mode takes it into there. So that's what I think is the best way to leave it at, and that's just under settings and under vehicle setup. So that's how you can do all of that. This screen is also very quick and smooth. Like you're able, if you use it correctly. Okay. So you're able to spin through these very easily. The refresh rate on it is excellent. This is a nice display here. This is a well done display with some touchscreen options, and then you also have some buttons down here for important things that you're going to want to access right away. If you want to have them synced, you click that right there. And then if you want auto, you have your 3 settings with auto, and you just keep tapping it. So this is all really well laid out. Nice usage of space, especially with the UVC up there that you'll probably forget about and maybe never use, but it is there. And then the 2-tone steering wheel, which is really nice. Like overall, I'm just shocked with the quality of this vehicle for the price point. Like we should all be thankful that this exists. Now, what you're gonna love about driving this thing, because it's a hybrid, the initial pickup, so your 0 to 15 miles per hour feels like an electric vehicle. And a lot of times what you're missing in cars like this that appear to be luxurious and have a lot of luxurious features is that pickup. What I can tell you though is at slow speeds and normal accelerations from stoplights and stop and go traffic, it feels really nice because it's all electric. Where you lack it is, you know, the 0 to 60 time we did was 7.9 seconds, which actually isn't that bad. Where you lack it is on the interstate. When you floor this thing to overtake someone or you need to make a move, there's nothing there. I mean, there's no power there. It takes a while for it to build up, but at these lower speeds, it's fine. The thickness of the steering wheel feels perfect and luxurious, doesn't feel thin. This feels better than my Rivian's steering wheel. So that's good. The suspension is well tuned. These are 20-inch wheels with thin tires, and the suspension is very compliant. So, you know, really I think where you're missing, like there's a BMW iX. Okay, that's going to be a quick car. It's going to have maybe some nice, they put crystals in it to try to make you think it's nicer than this is. I'm not sold that it actually is. Like this is, it's so well done. And the fact that you can start it, you can get features in this that aren't as nice. You can get seats that are cloth and things like that, and that's what you get in the entry-level model that is $34,200. But again, if you don't want to drive a minivan, because minivans, like they're fine. If you want to get a minivan, fine. I'm never getting a minivan, okay? Just not doing it because I enjoy cars, and this gives you that alternative while having a car that looks really good, that has a great technology, and isn't, not that minivans are embarrassing to drive. I get it. They make sense. The sliding doors when you have kids. Moms, I'm not trying to start a fight here. But if you want to save your dignity, this is incredible. I'm so happy it exists. And in a way, Hyundai and Kia have replaced Honda and Toyota. They've kind of taken over in the sense of the really high value car. The Honda and Toyota kind of get lost. I look to Toyota now for their performance cars, the GR Corolla, the Supra. I think they're coming out with a Celica manual transmission and the GR86. So they're building like these performance cars, and their other cars, to me, you know, like the Camry's good, the Corolla's great. I just think that these are stepping up into a luxurious range. You could compare them in a lot of ways, whereas Toyota's kind of lost it in some of those senses. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm just shocked with the value that this car brings. And the miles per gallon, the real world miles per gallon that I'm getting are 29.1 miles per gallon. I mean, the efficiency is crazy for something that is just shaped like a cardboard box. So I'm really impressed with this. Now, the other thing we need to talk about is the driver assist. So let's go on to the highway and see how that is. I currently have the navigation on, and it says there's some type of navigation assisted cruise control, and it will change lanes automatically for you as well. I'm curious if it will actually drive us there, like, you know, Tesla has their full self-driving system. Will this do something similar? That's what I'm curious about. So we're gonna see here.
Exit 164 on the right to Clean Creek Road and then turn left.
We were already in the right lane for the exit, so if it takes us up to this light and puts us in the left lane, that means it's guiding us. And it does have... Whoa. See how it kind of bounces off the lane lines a little bit when you get these turns. I'll show you. Well, let's see if it directs us left. Let's see if it even stops the car. How about that for beginners? Okay, so it's taking us just in the
onto West Clean Creek Road and then turn left.
Yeah, it's turning us into the guardrail here. Okay, so it's not going to have navigation assist in terms of to going to your destination. So I'm not exactly sure what they mean by that. And it's fine on the interstate. It's kind of like any other car. It kind of bounces off the lane lines a little bit. You're kind of worried holding onto the wheel, but it ultimately does it. I've even taken it through some construction zones and it's been fine. And it's a capacitive touch wheel. So if it's like, hey, you need to pay attention, you just need to grab the wheel and squeeze it just a tiny bit and it'll reset. So it's a fine system, nothing advanced, kind of standard with everything else. It also has this blind spot monitor here. So when you put your turn signal on, it shows you what's in your blind spot. And that is a really useful feature, especially because when you have the rear shade up, you cannot see out of the back of your blind spot here. So having this as a backup is really useful. Just makes the car a lot safer. But yeah, I mean, just the suspension and everything about this vehicle, the efficiency, the way it looks, it's a quality product at a great value. So just to make this more of a complete review, I'm going to jump cancel route guidance.
Route canceled.
So it has some features as well, like you could say, direct me to the nearest gas station.
Please say the line number of the location you want to go to.
And it'll bring up various options for you to go to a gas station. So there's even some voice control features on here that are pretty solid. Again, overall, it's just a really quality vehicle at a great price. Like, I can't say that enough. I'm just a broken record at this point, and I highly recommend it. And then we go back into our Apple CarPlay screen, which is what most of you guys are going to be using anyways. Now, Hyundai also has the Ioniq 5, which is fully electric. And if you want to see that compared to a Tesla Model Y, click this video right here. That will be very helpful to you.